Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Cleveland Indians.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Danny Salazar will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Nick Markakis heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Grounded to third. Santana's got it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Talk about setting a bad tone for a ball game. First batter of the game, and they can't make a routine throw to first. You better hope that's not a sign of things to come.
Rafael Trejo will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
He starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And with the light rain falling the way it is here at game time, if you're a speed threat, a slick field can really work to your advantage. It's tough to make the plays out there on the infield. Hit the ball on the ground and run, but it's not going to help you if you don't put the ball in play.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back safely. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
1-1. Here it comes. Swung on and chopped up the middle to Cabrera for 1. And he'll have to hold on to it there as the takeout slide had him well off balance.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hardy not biting at that one as the count goes to 2-1 now. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Skied into straightaway right. Murphy is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Orioles. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Chris Tillman gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP-type player because of his offense, but his defense is just as superb. He makes great plays, very athletic, and some of the things he does on a baseball field, you just can't imagine. I can't wait to watch him.
Standing in as the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, as he'll get things started in the home half of the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Weeks takes it in, and Weeks will flip to first, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Settling in now, Michael Brantley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Tillman into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is pulled into right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in Game 1. You get the scoreless top half. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. over toward foul territory. Therefore, it is Donaldson, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Jason Kipnis, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
First delivery to him on the way. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
With 2 outs already, this isn't the end of the world from a defensive perspective, but now at least you bring in the possibility of an infield single, a booted grounder, or even another wild pitch, bringing that run home.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Tribe turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score. Matt Wieters will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Stepping in, Josh Donaldson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
The windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. One out, nobody on. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three.
That's just a nasty slider here. Way off the plate. Plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after it.
Stepping in now, Ken Hager. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. High in the air into shallow left center. And Brentley will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Desmond Seaver will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Tillman's ready. First pitch on the way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Shot to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Yeah, a nice effort here at third. It gets on him pretty quickly. Maybe if he's a foot taller, he's got a shot, but this one had left field written all over it.
Ready now, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
A check on first by Tillman, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Nobody out, runner on first. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting 7.
When you're trying to turn a double play, you've got to be quick. So this ball never even touches his throwing hand. Just fields it and tosses it all in one motion. That's not as easy as it looks, folks.
Here's David Murphy now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Reimold moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Indians there. We'll move to the third with no score. Nolan Reimold is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Left fielder, Nolan Reimold.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Line toward the alley in left center. One away here to begin the third.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Striding into the box, Jamal Weeks. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Line toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Nick Markakis, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And a dive, but he's back.
Had a pretty good lead right there.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw right there, and Weeks is out trying to steal second.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is vary his moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
2 out, nobody on. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting it is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Rafael Trejo is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Third inning, no score to this point. Liner towards second. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Orioles leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As Dribble Cabrera digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, as Dribble Cabrera.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
It seems like he's just dancing around him so far in this at-bat. No fastballs yet. He's behind 2-0. I know what I'm looking for if I'm hitting.
3-0 now.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And the count will be full. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Craig Fleming steps into the box. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. On the ground up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the lineup will turn over now for Michael Bourne. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. Throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Wow. And how he managed with that swing to wind up with a double is beyond me. Hey, that's baseball.
Here's Michael Brantley. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. That home run a moment ago measured out at 427 feet. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Jones going back, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot off the bat of Mark Teixeira. His first homer so far in the series, and the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Just like the guy before him, he went up there with a very aggressive mindset at the plate. So when he got his pitch, he wasn't thinking, I'm going to hit a line drive. He was thinking, I'm going deep. This ball clears the wall by plenty.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Tillman gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. And Hardy will make the catch. That retires the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the 4th now in game number 1. Cleveland's out in front, 3-0. Leading off the inning, Adam Jones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Murphy on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Digging in, J.J. Hardy. He flew out in his last at-bat. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. high in the air out to center field. Bourne waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Matt Wieters in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he went down and beat a good pitch right there. This thing is right on the knees, maybe even a little below the knees, but he still went down and got it. And he pulls into second with 2 bases. That is some sweet hit.
Josh Donaldson will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit on the ground to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Desmond Seaver is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Tillman's got his target. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Hard hit ball to second. And Weeks will flip to first, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Pulled toward right center field. Jones on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
David Murphy is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
As Drupal Cabrera is into the box for his second appearance, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. In there at the knees, strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Hit in the air to center field. Jones over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ken Hager will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
That's by him for strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get him right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Nolan Reimold stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bourne over to his left. He's got it 1 away.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Digging in now, Jamal Weeks. He reached on a single in his first try. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
The right fielder, number 21.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he misses again, 2-0.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
The 2-0 on the way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
With one out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Into the box now, Rafael Trejo as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 1-0 delivery. That evens it up 1-1.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
And this one gets away. That could be a run. And it is a run.
And you know, there's no wrong way to get on the scoreboard for the first time. That's a great job at third of recognizing the situation. He takes off immediately, and he'll come in and score on the wild pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
You can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Adam Jones steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he's first pitch swinging and pops this one up over toward the right side of the infield. Teixeira has got it, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 3 and the Orioles 2. Craig Fleming comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Designated hitter, Craig Fleming.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Michael Bourne Steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Runner goes for second. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Jones has a read on it. 1 out.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Oh, and guys, he absolutely hammered that pitch. When you're talking about a long home run, they all count the same, but goodness gracious, was that thing hit.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Tillman sets. Here's the 0-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Hardy for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Matt Wieters steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Glove by Santana. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
We get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Josh Donaldson will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Little tapper down the 3rd baseline. Santana over to his left, and the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
This is always a tough play for a charging third baseman. Everything's got to go right, and you see the good transfer, then the sidearm fling off of the right foot, and he does a nice job of getting enough on that throw to make the play.
Into the box, Ken Hager, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Three twos are scored here in inning number 6. Not close. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still a 3-2 ball game. Jason Kipnis gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
Throw to first by Hardy for out number 1.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Desmond Seaver will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
Boy, and Mother Nature is letting us have it right now. It's coming down harder than it has all night.
1 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Carlos Santana waits on deck. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. To short. Hardy's up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Carlos Santana stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 3-2. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Tom Gonzalez is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Tom Gonzalez.
Nolan Reimold will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the over so far.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. That one's in there. 3-1. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jamile Weeks. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And with the tying run on first, this is a bad time to lose the handle on one. But nevertheless, this will move him up 90 feet to second. And now just a simple ground ball to the right side could put him in excellent shape to tie this ball game up.
Trying to hold the lead. In there, and it's even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Softly hit toward the hole. And he's set down, 1 away.
Well, it wasn't exactly the finest swing in the world, but at least the net result of it was that it moves the tying run from second over to third. So it wasn't a total loss.
So striding in, Nick Markakis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And it's quickly 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Cabrera's up with it. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score.
And here he knows all he needs is a ground ball to tie this thing up. So that's all he's really shooting for, and he gets it done.
Rafael Trejo bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing.
And a high strike there, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, nothing makes you feel worse as a relief pitcher than blowing a game for your starter. You got to set that to the side right now and do what you can to get out of this inning with the game still tied.
Adam Jones gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Murphy is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. Stretch time here at Progressive Field, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Russell Rivera will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Russell Rivera.
David Murphy will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Right fielder, David Murphy.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit to short. Throw to first by Hardy for out number 1.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Now the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Up high, 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. A swinging bunt to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Standing in now, Craig Fleming, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Nope. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Reimold giving chase, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Joe Machado will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Joe Machado.
J.J. Hardy will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Hardy not biting at that one as the count goes to 2-1 now. This is in the air out to right field. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly one away.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. And Santana able to stay with it here for out number 2.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Digging in, Josh Donaldson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Fly ball out toward right field. Murphy has it in his tracks. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still tied 3-3. Michael Bourne will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And that's in there for a strike. This man out for his second inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here it comes, 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Left fielder number 23.
So standing in, Michael Brantley. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Hit high and deep out to left. Reimold ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Oh, man, I tell you, I thought that ball was out of here. And this would have given him a lead, but it's going to wind up hitting off the wall out there. And now just a base hit has the potential to push him out front here late in the game.
One away in the dangerous Mark Teixeira. digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And Teixeira able to lay off again as they don't want to give in. It's 3-1.
Well, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
The second baseman, number 22.
Trevor Plouffe will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Your attention, please. Pinch running at first base, number 27, Trevor Plouffe.
Jason Kipnis will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Markakis, still going back. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and it's now 6-3.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Jamie Greenwood will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Greenwood.
Stepping in now, Desmond Seaver, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Down the third baseline. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. He had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ballgame so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty. That's nice. No way you just came up with that on your own.
Runners on the move for second. This one skied out toward right. Markakis has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
David Murphy will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Now a snap move over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Keeping him close.
First offering on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. 3 runs already home here. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he'll get back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
These have both been easy takes so far. Neither one of these pitches really approaching the strike zone.
The 2-0 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And he is in there.
The shortstop, number 13,
As Drupal Cabrera stands in, the 8th man to bat in the inning, as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. In the air, out to right. Markakis has it in his sights, and that ends the inning. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's the Indians 6 and the Orioles 3. Trevor Plouffe will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
now playing first base, number 27, Trevor Plouffe.
So
Now
a save
pitching for the
situation
Indians,
looming as they'll try and
number
close this one
41,
out with the right-hander John Axford. Ken Hager will have his work cut out for him, as will the rest of his mates in the ninth as they stare down the handlebar mustache of John Axford.
This just isn't any closer. This is one of the top closers in the game, so good luck.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth.
Left fielder number 14, Nolan Reimold.
Nolan Reimold will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. sends that one out of play for strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And you can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
And he takes strike three cold on the fastball. One gone.
Yeah, a big first out there. When you're on the mound, you need to make sure that you at least keep that tying run in the on-deck circle. And now he's set up to maybe end this thing right here if he can get a ground ball.
Jamal Weeks ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Runners on first with one down. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. To first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
And this has been the bottom third of the order getting on base. They're the ones creating the scoring opportunity. Now it's going to be up to the top of the lineup to make sure it wasn't in vain.
Nick Markakis strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
And not only was that way high, but you've got to be careful not to airmail one over your catcher's head.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. One-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. To short. Cabrera's there. Kipnis on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
And hey, how about 2 for the price of 1 to finish things off here? He gets the double play grounder here to dig himself out of trouble and picks up the save.
guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 6-3. Good night from Cleveland.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.